Hi everybody. A little drill for the day and a tip for the day is regarding the backhand slice. Would you ever want to have a really good laser beam backhand slice? Well, here is the key and the secrets to it. First of all, we have to make sure that we have the right grips. We are holding a continental grip and we are focusing on the index knuckle on the outside and the base of our hand where the callus is. It has to sit right on the second bevel from the very top on the racket. Both have to be placed on the number 2, as you see. If you are lefty, that would be on the other side as a lefty from this angle as well. Without a proper full continental grip, you won't be able to slice really well. So that's number 1. Number 2, cocking up the wrist and locking the wrist is a key to a phenomenal slice. You'll see the best slices in the world are hit with a locked and cocked back up wrist. The number two secret here is starting up on top, right as if you're pretending that you're making a phone call with your racket. You're making a phone call with your non-dominant hand with the continental grip. That should be your start of a slice. Of course, the body turn, just like in every shot, has to happen, and stepping into the shot and going horizontally forward while keeping the body halfway, sideways, and the left non-dominant hand at this point will keep me sideways throughout the whole shot. Should I want to move forward on the slice? Once again, continental, cocked up wrist, telephone, turning sideways. I can add the karaoke step forward to keep my body sideways away from the court. That will ensure that the racket will not go across my body. That's a bad thing usually. We want to stay sideways throughout the stroke. Should it be a step forward, then it has to be a sideways karaoke step. So this is the theory of the backhand slice. This is also, one more thing I forgot to say, is that this is the only shot in the game we're coming from above the ball. We go from up to down versus every stroke that we hit down to up. So having the slice preparation being above our shoulder is a key to a good slice. Contacting the ball out in front on the side of our body and following through on the side. That's it, the theory. Now we'll go to practice and to hit some balls. Okay, a good tip to strengthen your dominant hand for the backhand slice would be using a resistance band and simulating the stroke that I've just explained and demonstrated. So now we're going to do it with resistance band and resisting against the band, extending all the way out and extending all the way out and extending all the way out. You can do this as many times as you'd like. This builds stability and strength in your forearm and makes sure that when you use your racket, it feels a lot lighter. And when you have an impact with the ball, it's feels a lot lighter to do. For those who don't have a resistance band but have a little few pounds weight, you can actually simulate that with the weight as well. You can cock the wrist up and pretend that you're hitting a slice with the weight on. It will kind of carry you through the shot. You want to make sure that the stroke looks exactly the same like with your racket. This weight will simulate a much more resistance, and when you hold your racket, it will feel really light, and when you hit the ball, it will feel really light. And the exterior rotation that you will have to do on a slice will happen much easier with this resistance. So we're outside, dark tennis. You have e-learning all day, and the only time to hit some balls is at night. You want to work on your slice. This is a great opportunity, even in the semi-darkness. Once again, continental grip on the number 2 bevel from the top, cocked up wrist, left hand on the telephone, making sure that you are sideways. You have a little tennis ball, and you're making sure that you're doing the correct motion every single time. You can drop feed yourself and catch, and drop feed yourself and catch, and make sure that every single time you're focusing on the right elements of the slice. Of course, once we're back and the club opens and you have an opportunity to play on a court, this will be a great opportunity to add a cone and do a little recovery around the cone, and I can demonstrate that part. I will put a cone in the middle of the court, or in the middle of my driveway for that matter, and I will do the same thing with a slice, catch, and go around the cone. And a slice, catch, and go around the cone. Of course, on the court, you can do it a lot more intensively. And since we're opening very soon, which by the way, you should be out there with us at College Park, you can work on this with your coaches. Thank you so much.